Hi there, this is John Oakes once again here from Hanko Motors, and we're going to go over our latest addition to our inventory. This is a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro convertible. Of course, we got it up on the rack so we can go over the underside with you, and we'll start by just starting here at the back. Obviously, we've got the fuel tank back here. Fuel tank's in really good condition. Now, they've sprayed the underside here black. It's just black paint. Now you do see some of the factory undercoating under here, but the fuel tank itself was sprayed black. All the mounting hardware, your straps here for your fuel tank, the bolts, everything like that's in real good condition back here. You got the rubber in between the straps and the fuel tank also to help with, to isolate that so it doesn't rattle around back there. You do see here tailpipes out the back of the car, dual tailpipes. Now this has kind of your traditional, your transverse style muffler in here. Now it is a dual exhaust. You've got the exhaust manifolds up front, coming back two pipes the whole way back to the muffler, and then you also have dual outlets out to those tailpipes as well. But you do have just the single muffler. So as far as the rear end goes though, we've got a 10-bolt GM rear end here. This is the 8.2 ring gear in here, and this rear end is a posi unit. When you turn one, the other one goes the opposite way. So that's a posi unit. Out at the ends here, you do have drum brakes on the rear as well. Now we're here under the center of the 69 Camaro convertible. Again, we've already gone over that 10-bolt rear end, 8.2 ring gear, the drum brakes in the back. Leaf springs up here, and those are in good condition as well. Your floors on this car, floors are in really good condition. Now the only thing that I did see here that we'll try to point out, it looks as though it had had a floor pan replaced back here. They did cut the old one out, laid a new one in. It is the correct stamped steel floor pan, and that is all seam sealed up here, so that's done correctly. The rest of the floor all looks really good. Your frame back here, frame section, if you look up in at the bolts, your bushings here, your body mount bushings, those are in good condition as well in this car. Again, I spoke about the dual exhaust on the car. Again, you can see you've got the dual pipes running back through this cross member here, all the way back to that transverse muffler. So again, it does have dual pipes the whole way back. Other than that, that's really it for under the center of our car. I guess we can point out here, transmission cross member, really good shape. The actual mount for it is like new one under there. And this is a turbo 350 automatic transmission there, mounted up to that 350 cubic inch Chevy motor. And now finishing up underneath the front end here of our 69 Camaro convertible. We'll just kind of touch on some of the stuff up here on the front of the car. Starting out here at the ends here, we do have drum brakes on the front as well. This car is a manual drum brake car, so drums all the way around. We have all the stock stamped steel suspension components on this car as well. So that includes your lower control arms, upper A-arms, spindles, all that stuff. That's all stock stuff. As far as all the bushings and everything like that, your tie rods, the boots, your ball joints, bushings, say on your sway bar up front here, and the bushings in your control arms, all of that stuff is in real good condition too. This is a power steering car, just a manual brake car, so it means steering works really good on this vehicle as well. It's actually a really good running vehicle when you get it out on the road. Drives like it should, so real good running car. And then just to finish off, we've got the front air dam up here on the front of the car there. So with that said, that's pretty much everything underneath the car. We'll go ahead and get this down off the lift now. All right, here we are now outside with our 1969 Chevrolet Camaro convertible there. Again, we've got the dark blue exterior here on this Camaro. You see it's got the white stripes up over the hood there. Also back on that rear deck lid, we'll see those when they come around there. Just basically your typical stock Camaro front end here. Again, we'll see that when we come back around to the front. All the glass is in good condition on this car, just looking at it. All the bright work in really good condition as well. As we work away from front to back here, you can kind of look down the side of the car, see that the car is really straight down the sides. This car does have the wheel lip moldings on it. You also see it's got the 15-inch factory steel rally wheels on it, complete with beauty rings and center caps. You also see it's got BF Goodrich radial TA rubber, both front and rear, and all the tires are the same size too. These are 225, 70, 15s on the car, so you can, rotate tires if you need to, no problem whatsoever on the car. This car also has really good door gaps and elevations on all the panels. The interior on it, we'll take a look at that as soon as I open the door. It's got your standard black vinyl interior. As you can see, it also has the white top to go along with those white stripes there. So nice contrasting color there on the top there. Now that is a manual top also, so you have to actually put it down and up whenever you want it down. It's got the driver's side passenger, or driver's side and passenger mirror on the car as well. So we'll go ahead and open up the door. We'll take a look inside real quick. On the inside, everything looks very good. A lot of the stuff is probably all new in this car. The carpeting, so forth, the upholstery on the seats, the covers, back and front, they all look good. Now this car again is just the standard black interior. You see it's got the bucket seats with the headrests. We've got the factory padded dash with the factory 120 mile an hour speedo. It's also got a factory in-dash tack as well as a factory in-dash clock. We have an aftermarket digital AM FM cassette player in there. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably one of the custom audio sound units that you can get. It's got factory steering wheel and a factory automatic center console as well. Now that center console has the gauge pod built into it. So on that gauge pod we have your battery gauge, your temperature gauge, your fuel gauge, and your oil gauge. So all those are right there on the center console. Got the horseshoe shifter. You also have the wood grain trim both on the dash and on the center console in this car as well. As far as seat belts, we have the rear seat belts in this car, but just not the front ones. So we'll go ahead and close this up. Closes nice and easy, and again your door gaps, elevations all look really good. Again, working our way to the back, the wheel lip moldings, those rally wheels with the beauty rings and the center caps, the BF Goodrich rubber. Alright, now we're around the back side of the Camaro here. Just kind of take a look real quick at the back, and not a whole lot to go over, but we've got the nice chrome bumper here. Your taillight lenses are all in good shape. There's no cracks or busted out pieces on those. They're all good and solid. The lower valance is real nice on the car, and you can see the tailpipes poking through there underneath that rear valance. Getting the rear spoiler, your trunk lid, if you look the whole way around it for your gaps and your elevations, you can see that it's all really good, really uniform gaps and elevation. We'll go ahead and pop the trunk, take a look inside. Trunk opens real easy. Again, you see that the trunk is painted the same dark blue as the exterior of the car. You can take a look at the weather stripping here around. It's in very good condition. There's no cracks, no tears, anything like that that's out of it. So sealing up is not an issue on this car. And as far as the trunk itself goes, trunk pan, all good and solid. And it is painted the gray and white trunk spatter paint there as well. So that's all uniform inside. So that's really about it on the back side of the car. We'll shut that up, and we'll go around to the passenger side and take a walk up through there. Now we're on the passenger side of our Camaro convertible here. Again, starting from tail to the front, again, looking down the side of the car, you can see that the car is really straight down the sides. No waviness whatsoever on this car. Again, we've already mentioned the wheelet moldings, the wheels, beauty rings, center caps, all that stuff. You see it's even got the accent pieces that the Camaros have, the 69s, along with that stainless trim along the bottom of the door there. We'll go ahead and open our door up like we did on the other side. And again, looking at this door, I did not go over on the other side, but gives me something to talk about on this side. The weather stripping, all the seals, it's all in really good condition. No cracks, tears, no chunks out of it, nothing like that whatsoever. Door panels are in real nice condition. Threshold plates also in real good condition on the car as well. Again, we've already been through the interior, so that's just you know, all the same stuff, just opposite side of the car. So we'll go ahead and close that door up. It closes nice and easy as well. Again, door gaps, elevations, all really good on this car. I already had mentioned we've got both the driver and the passenger side mirrors. All the bright work around all the windows is all in really good condition as well. And again, working our way through the front here, again, just got your, you know, the big long fenders on it. Again, all the gaps, elevations, panel alignment is all really good on this car. And here we are finally at the front of our Camaro. Again, as you see, it's just all stock stuff across the front end. The headlights are all in really good condition. The headlight bezels around the outer edges of the headlights are all in really good condition as well. Got the Chevy emblem, really nice looking piece there. Underneath the car, you see it's got the black air dam, and then your directionals, your parking lights underneath there. Lenses on those are all in really good condition also. At this time now, we'll go ahead and pop that hood. I just need to find the latch. And we'll take a look underneath here. First thing you notice, the hood on the underside is painted black, but it does have the correct insulation here. It's all hung up real nice with the correct fasteners. Starting from the front, working our way backwards on the motor, we've got the factory style radiator here with a fan shroud. We have, just have to take a look here, it's a 4-blade steel like steep pitch cooling fan. You don't need a lot of blades when they're a steep pitch because they'll pull a lot of air themselves. On this motor, pretty much all stock as far as that goes. You see you've got a factory stock original style air cleaner on it. You've got painted valve covers. You've got a stock cast intake on this as well. And you also have just a 2-barrel carburetor on this also. Stock cast exhaust manifolds going into dual exhaust, which do travel all the way back the car. You do have kind of a factory style transverse muffler that sits long ways in the car with dual tailpipes out as well. But again, you'll see all that stuff once we get underneath the car. Other than that, we do have power steering on this car, and we have manual brakes, and those are manual 4-wheel drum brakes as well. So again, pretty much all stock appearing under the hood, stock appearing outside as well. So a very traditional, very nice looking car here that somebody will definitely be happy to have in their garage.